Today I'd like to talk about a very common topic, which is when is the best time to see orcas? So now we are located on Vancouver Island in Canada, North Island. So we get to see the Northern Resident killer whales and some big killer whales. So their prime time is all located around the salmon run. So once the salmon returns into the Pacific Ocean, that's when our Northern Resident killer whales return into our waters. So now our camp is located right in the heart of orca territory for the Northern Resident killer whales. And so the best time to come visit us is July. That's the start of the orca season, is early July, and then starting mid-July until end of August, that's what we call the peak season, or the prime, the highest chance in the world to see orcas. And then we have also a shoulder season, which is in early September until mid-September. Also lovely and great for orca sightings. The weather might not be quite as nice as in August, but I think that's worldwide like that August, I guess, in this part of the world is the nicest time. But yeah, so we get that quite often. When is the best time? I thought I'll put up a little video about that and why it is the best time. Again, it's all about the salmon. The Northern Resident killer whales are fish-eating orcas, so they don't focus on marine mammals like the offshore orcas or big killer whales and the transient killer whales. So the Northern Resident killer whales likes to focus on salmon, but I believe that I've read a few articles where they've seen to eat squid and other fish such as herring. And so yeah, so if you are interested in booking in with Grey Wolf Expeditions at our Orca Camp, just maybe a quick little rundown what to expect. So we are a family operated business, so between me and my husband Jesse, who've been guiding in the waters of Johnstone Strait since 2004, plus our friend Dan, who is the assistant guide to Jesse. So when you book with us, it is very personable. You basically have the camp to yourself with possibly up to, our group size is never more than 10. Our ideal group size are 8 per tour. We also only offer 1 trip per week, just to keep the noise down as much as we can. So it's not so much about quantity, to bring as many people as we can, but it's rather about quality for our guests who come from all over the world, as you can imagine, but also for the environment, as we are, I'd like to say it's like a eco glamping adventure. So everything is nestled in very mildly into nature, so there's no boardwalks or big buildings and such. We like to keep it very low key and low impact, and it does almost want to say, like, looking back when we started, and the orcas obviously were always in the area because that's their home, but over the years us trying to be more respectful than we ever thought we could be, by reminding our clients not to scream or not to run after the orcas over the beach, or not launch their kayaks all of a sudden into an orca pod and such. Really brief our guests that when the orcas appear, especially close to shore, to keep it very quiet, has shown that they, the Northern Resident killer whales, have been using the beach where we are located. I don't want to call it our beach because it's not our beach, but the beach where Grey Wolf Expeditions Orca Camp is located. The orcas have been using it as one of their rubbing beaches. So the videos you see I post at times where they get really close, that's what they do. They rub their bellies. They like to socialize. You can see them playfully interacting with each other and such. So it's just a quiet time for them. So it's very important to keep it quiet from our end as humans too, and give them the respect, and again, don't run after them and such. But what I was hoping I can bring across in this video is, so when is the best time? It really depends where you want to go in the world to see a killer whale, orca. So I believe Norway, their season starts in November, December, January. For us here again on Vancouver Island is for the Northern Resident killer whales. So northern part of Vancouver Island is ideally July, August, and September. And I'm not sure for the Southern Resident killer whales, but I'm assuming it's similar, but I'm not quite sure. As those, again, worldwide, there are multiple species of orcas, so really depends where you want to go to see them. But if you're thinking to come to Canada, specifically Vancouver Island, check us out. Again, our season is July, August, and mid-September. That's the best time where you get the highest chance to see the orcas. But also always remember that they're wild. It's never a guarantee. So that's something we, like Jesse and I, have been trying to bring across from the start, that we provide a very comfortable, again, eco-glamping scenario where you don't have to bring anything. We have it very comfortably set up for you to spend a full 4 days, 3 nights in orca territory. So you will be camping in orca territory. We also have like a little bit of a, I would call it outdoor spa set up with a hot shower, a sauna, a hot tub. We also have some disc golf happening. Jesse takes his clients on a full day whale watching and wildlife tour in his Zodiac, just to increase the chances and to explore the area a little bit more. We also do light hikes, beach walks, and so on. So you see, it's kind of like an ultimate adventure. Even if you purchase a fishing license, you may fish for salmon from shore, which Jesse and Dan then will prepare for dinner or some sort of appetizer. I think the question, when is the best time to come see orcas? I had about, I think, couple dozen questions over email, and then not even mentioning all the comments I get, which I'm so grateful for. But again, I thought I'll cover it in a quick video. Best time, July, August, peak season, and then shoulder season till about mid-September. Anyhow, friends and my dear orca lovers, I hope this helps. If you do have any questions about what is the appropriate age, if we offer payment plans is another good question. If we do have dates for 2027 and 2028, all these kind of things. Let me tell you that we are, again, a family operated business, so we like to go from year to year. So we are close to be 50% booked for next summer. So by January or February in 2026, I will launch my 2027 trip dates. So keep your eye open for that. And if you do want to bring your children, I would say let them be at least 5 years old, just so it's a little bit more relaxing for the parents, because there's lots happening in Orca Camp, and younger children tend to be more fascinated with the little things like starfish or bull kelp, and not so much into the bigger animals. Humpback, well, fine. Or I had some kids, when the orcas finally come by, big dream coming true for the parent, and the child's like, oh, let's go back and check out the starfish one more time. Well, literally the orcas just passing by camp. So anyhow, if you do want to bring your children, I would recommend to have them 5 years and up. If you want them to join you and your family at a younger age, we can certainly customize your tour. If you want to book the camp for you and your family, just for you and your family, we can certainly accommodate that if you book on time. But yeah, this is it for now. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments.